Shavua Tov.
Hi, Parshas Bereishit.
And we're back 2 years after our original Parsha Bereishit Torah Between Us podcast.
But I don't even think it was called Torah Between Us at that point.
What was it called?
I don't remember, but I remember the second episode we rebranded. We're
Right.
we're rebranding again. I think it was probably something in Hebrew that was too hard to pronounce.
That sounds like something I would do.
Group effort.
This is why you work in marketing and I work in product.
However, still don't know how I feel about Torah Between Us as a name.
Do you have any new ideas you've been workshopping?
I think that the issue with the name is that it's mismatched to the content.
What's the content?
Well, if you just saw this on Apple Podcasts or whatever, wherever you get your podcasts, then you would see Torah Between Us and be like, oh, it's a Torah podcast. I'm going to learn something for the Parsha this week, and I'm going to have something to share at the table. And then instead, it's just us not remembering any conversations that we've had on this thing. And not sure if it's so shareable.
It's there's insights, gleanings. Life itself is Torah. There's the idea.
Right, that's our perspective on it.
Yeah.
That's why we say that it works. But I think it was a post facto.
It's the Torah between us that, within our lives.
Torah loosely defined.
Yeah. Loosely defined.
Yeah. So we started this podcast after October 7th. And?
Now it's October 8th.
No, it's not. It's October 18th, 16th? What day is it?
I think it's the 18th. Yeah, I think it is the 18th. But there was a really nice line that Rabbi Joe Wolfson, who's the JLIC rabbi in Tel Aviv, said of, it's finally October 8th. And the idea being that, it's kind of, we've been living in this October 7th reality of the war going on, still having hostages, feeling unresolved from what happened Simchat Torah 2 years ago. And still not fully resolved, but much better space of being able to breathe.
Big time. Huge, huge relief.
Yeah. No, it's a different reality. I've been advocating as we were walking the streets of Tel Aviv, I'm ready to cut down the yellow ribbons, take down the posters and try to move forward in some way.
Yeah, so I said it's probably going to look really weird if you're doing that alone and a few screams. So we should make it a community event. And then if there's a bunch of people wearing coordinated colored shirts, then, it's okay.
Yeah. But there are people who feel like it's not over.
Well, for some people and some families, it isn't over because they don't have their loved ones' bodies back, at least.
Right. Which is a hard thing.
And also, it's a ceasefire. It's not a peace deal.
Right. And it's only phase 1.
Yeah. People at work ask me, they're like, so you think it's done? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not done.
Really?
But I think that's also the story of Jewish history. It's not done.
Right. It's not we're now all best friends and gonna start driving to Gaza for a nice beach day.
Probably not. Definitely not. Yeah, but I think it's a step in the right direction, so we'll take what we can get.
That is true. And people are celebrating. There were some celebratory prayer services that I went to over Sukkot and after Sukkot, Simchat Torah, I thought was pretty strong. Any highlights from Simchat Torah for you?
Dancing with Roni on the women's side was the best.
What do you mean?
I went to 6. Yeah, it was beautiful. It happens to not be the most conducive space for dancing, but we made it work.
Because what?
There's a lot of benches and pillars that obstruct dancing circles. But it's beautiful just seeing all the different ages, the kids on the Abba's shoulders and the flags. And it was just really a beautiful hakafo service. And I was standing in the corner with little Roni, who's 10 months old, just dancing with her. And she took an extra long nap later in the day. So she was jazzed and energized to dance on Simchat Torah. So that was great.
She was bumping?
Yeah. She was loving it. She's trying to grab the flags. And she tried ripping them off the walls, which I was like, this is not the vibe, Roni, that's the program. But it was just really, really beautiful and so much simcha and so much relief.
Yeah.
And feeling like your prayers are answered. It's it was weird being in shul today, not saying the prayer for the chatufim, the prayer for the hostages. We said something else, but the prayer for the chatufim is no longer.
Right.
Thank God.
Thank God. 5 hostages that we're trying to return. Still some bodies that hopefully will be returned, but one of the things inside 126 was really nice, and we did also some dancing with the kiddies, a little Kitty's hakafot. That was really cute, and like did a lot of like Am Yisrael Chai type songs and stuff, and all the parents talk in like American accent Hebrew, and all the kids really like were like Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe, and the kids are like Torah Tziva. No, they sound better.
They
than,
sounded way better
yeah.
than that. You gotta give 'em-
Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe. Am I doing it okay?
I don't know.
I
I
just
don't
sound
quite
off.
recognize it. I know what you're trying to get at.
That they sound more Israeli
Yes,
than their
they
parents.
sound more Israeli than their parents,
Um,
and we love them for it.
we do love them for it. It honestly keeps me going in Israel when I just hear I then speak Hebrew. I'm like, oh, makes everything worth it.
She was Ima Shel Shabbat this week.
Oh,
For those who aren't familiar, it's a thing that they do with Johns here, and basically they pick an Ima and an Abba Shel Shabbat, and they have these little mizvadot suitcases with like a Shabbos puzzle and like candles for the kids to light, and I don't know, a notebook. And so you're supposed to write how your Shabbat was in the notebook, and so I was like workshopping it with Eden in Hebrew. She was like fixing my grammar. I'm like, okay, we're already there. At 3 years old, I thought maybe at 5 we would start getting there, but it starts early.
she's also a smart little kid.
Really smart.
But yeah, no, the kitties are all super cute. But one of the really nice things was taking everyone out to the street and like singing and dancing with the Torah and seeing all the people like joining in and like celebrating. Some people taking videos. That was really sweet. And then Saturday night, or I guess just after Simchat Torah was Wednesday night,
Yeah.
Tuesday night. I think I was probably just like listening to a podcast and cleaning up, and then you're like, you were on a work call in the sukkah.
Yeah. I was on work calls. I'm like, go outside now.
I'm like, what is happening? Is Mashiach here?
And I was like, almost. There was a big dance party on our block for Hakafot Shniot, like the second night Hakafot. They do like big dancing, music, speakers, and it was just like, it looked like a block party. So beautiful.
It really was like a block party. And I went out in my slides and went to our little corner of Dizengoff and
Not so
Midborough.
little, by the way. It's like
It's
one
like
of
yeah,
the known intersections in Tel Aviv.
our little intersection here. And they had like a bunch of Torahs and a bunch of big bands with speakers. And people were just rocking out. And like there was something so holy about having like music, words, songs that like everyone knows that are related to our people, our history, our land, to just dance and sing to.
I guess you've never been at a baseball game and sang the YMCA.
I've
That
been
gets
there.
you going.
It gets you going, but there was something so like emotional, like Jewish history about singing like Am Yisrael.
The Young Men's Christian Association doesn't do that for you also?
No, less so.
Did you know that that's what YMCA stands for?
I didn't know that's what YMCA stood for.
You're welcome for all of those who didn't know that. What about Sweet Caroline?
I do like Sweet
You
Caroline.
really like it. Whenever it comes on at a wedding, you're like, yes,
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this.
but it doesn't like put me in tears.
You're close to tears.
This was like, and it was, I don't know, probably like 1,000, 2,000 people like going down Dizengoff, like one of the main streets in Tel Aviv, just Torahs and singing, and like everyone was so joyous, and people were like pouring chayams, and I don't know, it was probably a top moment
Wow.
in Israel for sure. Maybe like a top moment. I don't know, I'm trying to think all time, like
All time what?
like in life, like it was like
Better than our wedding.
no, the all time best, just like an all time moment. Like it's after the hostages were released, after like Simchat Torah, dancing in the streets of Tel Aviv
Yeah,
with
it's
like
amazing.
thousands of people, with like Jewish music blasting, dancing with Torahs.
There was also like on a truck, like this LED keter almost, like this crown that you put on top of a Torah. There's just this like huge like disco lights Torah crown.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
It also was just like such a contrast to this sense of, is everything going to be okay? Are we going to get to the other side of this? And then they were singing like Ein Shum Yeyush, Ein Shum Yeyush, which is like there is no despair, and just like the hope and belief that people have and that like our nation has is really inspiring.
And being able to manifest it.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that I was talking about with you is that like for me, when I would see posters of like Zeev and Gali Berman, who are like two hostages being held, that I didn't think that we're ever going to see them, but like our people believed, and they're back.
Thank God.
And it's Saturday night now. They were released 4 or 5 days ago, 3 4 days ago, and they're already released from the hospital, which is also shows how like strong
Resilient.
people, resilient.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's Parshat Bereishit, and hopefully it's a new beginning. It was Vayimalu Haaretz Hamas. The land was filled with Hamas. That's what it talks about. Next week's Parsha for Noach, and hopefully now it's Vayihi Or. There's a sense of light. There's a sense of Kitov, Tov Me'od. Hopefully we'll see some good things coming up.
I like that blessing that you just said, but I also don't like it because chronologically it doesn't flow as like you just called back to something that was in like chapter 1.
Tovo. It was chaos.
Okay, that's better. That's better. Or you could say something about like Chen Beinei Hashem. You know, we should all just continue to find favor in Hashem's just chronologically. It's not all there.
The Torah is a cycle, so on after October 7th. It was Vayimalu Haaretz Hamas. The land was filled with Hamas.
Okay.
The world was in a state of tohu vavohu, and now we've come full cycle, and we're back to Bereishit, and to be a year of seeing good. I'm still
not there for it fully, because next week it starts with all the destruction of the world.
But then we rebuild the world.
Nachon. So that's the bracha for next week.
We're already starting next week, no?
I guess. Motzei Shabbos.
Yeah.
That's the problem with these Motzei Shabbos podcasts. You double dip, right? You go from Bereishit back to Noah.
That's okay. We're living with the times we're in. We're do a little bit of Bereishit, a little bit of Noah stuff. Yeah.
Right. I guess it's still Bereishit in America and it's Noah here.
Yeah.
So it depends on where people are listening.
But I don't know. Should we try to do these more before Shabbat, or it's nice post Shabbat?
There's no chance we're doing these before Shabbat.
Thursday night.
It's very cute of you. Could be a morning thing.
Friday morning? Thursday morning?
Maybe. We'll see. There's a lot of things to rethink on.
For now.
This isn't prioritized for me.
This is a nice bookend of 2 years ago reflections to hopefully this year, right now, 2 years later, reflection. And 2 years ago, we were in America still, and now we're here in Israel recording.
Hopefully next week, I think I'm pretty tired right now. Hopefully next week I'll be more like Kenegdo, no, Azer, and not as much Kenegdo.
You feel
like I was pretty Kenegdo this one.
You were against me?
Yeah. So next week I'll be more Azer.
You'll be more helper?
Yeah. Which is a callback to Bereishit, talking about Adam and Eve. Azer Kenegdo.
Nice. Fitting into the parsha.
You got a lot of Kenegdo this time.
That's okay.
I guess that's why you want to start moving it to mornings. You'll get less Kenegdo. More Azer.
Either way, a lot can happen in a year and in 2 years. And I don't know, I think it's really crazy where we are coming from 2 years ago.
Incredible.
Yeah, as a people, as a couple, we should keep moving forward.
2 years ago, we didn't even know if we'd make it to Israel after that.
I know. Really put things into question. I really went through a spiral of are we going to make it? What's going to happen? We pushed off our aliyah.
I knew we would make it. I just didn't know when.
But now we're here.
Now we're here.
Sharing Torah. Kimitzion Tetzei Torah. From Zion. Sharing the Torah. Okay. Hopefully we should hear good things, and it should be a real end and finishing of this last chapter. And on to the next chapter of Jewish history.
Amen.